So, Future Shoal here. The clip that you're about to see is actually a response to a person asking a really good question where the person's holding up two copies of Les Miserables, and one is a tiny copy and one is a big copy. Now, a lot of people were mean to that person and they've turned off their stitches, so I can't include the original stitch, but this is my explanation of why it's actually a good question. Why are there some very small copies of Les Miserables and why are there some very big copies of Les Miserables? And this is my reaction. I actually know this. It's really interesting. It's called abridgment. Now what happens is a lot of publishers will actually create abridged editions of books, and it's basically where they will take a very chunky novel and take out anything that they think is repetitious or boring or cut out entire storylines, basically to create a shortened version of the book. Now Victor Hugo is particularly like publishers would do this to a lot of his works because he was a serial writer. Like Les Miserables didn't come out as a single book. He would write little stories, and he wrote a lot of them, so there'd be a lot of repetition in his books. So when they were all collected and published, they became this huge, massive tome. Victor Hugo, it was never written to be a single piece of work, so a lot of people then would go back and they would cut down on a lot of the repetition, a lot of the in last week's episode we saw sort of stuff. But a lot of publishers also found that when they started abridging other books that didn't necessarily need to be abridged, they would also sell more copies because people would rather read a shorter book than a longer book, so there was a profit incentive as well. And there's a lot of reasons, like people have made abridged versions to be study aids. There have been people who just want to say, oh, they want to have read the book, but they don't want to slog through the big thing, just give us a shorter version of it. Abridged, I mean, the entire Reader's Digest abridged novel section was built on that model. And yeah, it's really interesting, but it basically started out because of serialized writers, like Victor Hugo, writing in episodic styles, those being compiled into gigantic tomes. I mean, Les Miserables is chunky, and then basically people going and slowly redacting them down to becoming smaller books, and those would become your abridged versions of them. But it's fascinating history. If you ever want to read up about redaction and abridgment, it's fascinating stuff.